What's going on, everyone? It's People's Envoy Updog here with you again, and I've got my weekly Crucible recap for you. And this week was really disappointing because all three of my opponents had the same exact defense. It was very disappointing, very lazy. So I'm just going to show you how to beat each one of these defenses here. So in room one, all three of them had Superior 6, the same exact team. They all had this Void Knight Out of Time team. They had Mephisto Spider Society in 3. Then they had the Mercs for Money, Noir, Nightcrawler, Sasquatch team in 4. They had the Xtreme Bishop in 5, and then they had Annihilators with Scroll in 6. One person did have Vahl in here instead of, I don't know if it was Gore or whatever, but very unimaginative, and I did go 2-1, so just thought I'd show you how to counter these teams. So we'll start with the easiest one first. We double sack the Mephisto, and then we do New Warriors. So let's go take a look. Alright, so we go in there, Pav does his thing, hitting my death pool, which is not nice. Then we go ahead and go into Mephisto, get a vulnerable on him. So I have Skirmisher, Gwenpool. Then we go ahead and try to rewind the cluster over here with Ghost Spider and Peter and Pav. Peter did not get any offense down on him, which is very unfortunate. But I'm just going to spread that heal block and that slow. Then I'm going to try and blind as many people as I can, hopefully with Cloak. Get that Pav out of the way so we get a ping there from Deathpool. I do decide to clear the buffs, or try to clear the buffs from Peter. Didn't work, didn't get rid of that speed up, which was very unfortunate. So we go ahead and try to put a vulnerable on him. Even though he usually clears that. Firestar just deletes the Peter, luckily. Then I have the fully charged Deathpool, kill the Mephisto, and it's just purely cleanup from there. So this is how you do the infamous double sack New Warriors Mephisto Spider Society. Alright, so next up is room 2. We got that Out of Time Void Knight Quicksilver team. It is kind of a pain, but Superior 6 pretty much handles him pretty well. So let's go see how that goes. Alright, so we open up. I decided to do the ult with Vulture, that way he gets the slow. It is a Skirmisher Vulture, so that way he can give some assists. Some Striker Skirmisher combos here in this room too. So this is a purple ISO Black Knight. I lost Green Goblin. I was contemplating quitting out, but I've always said in the past, don't quit out of a Crucible match unless you're down to like 1 or 2 characters. If you're in a 2v5 situation and you don't have any like good damage characters left, then it's okay to quit, but never quit out, even if you lose your main key character, because you could still win, and that's what happened here. So you know this counter is good if I lose one of my best characters on my team. Then Black Knight kills my Vulture. I'm like, oh boy, this really isn't good. At this point, I'm just looking to kill like the Quicksilver or somebody so that I can have an easy cleanup. Now this Craven ult will kill most of them. I was trying to make sure that Cap, if Craven got that extra Raider damage on Cap and Cap was for some reason alive, that he would die, but Craven cleaned it all up, and now we just gotta finish off this Black Knight. So even though I lost Vulture and Goblin, still was able to pull it off. That nice Craven ult for the win, basically. Now this was a little sketchy too. I was like, oh my gosh, I've got Slayer, Doc, and Shocker. Can I do this? But luckily we had the slow on him. We had the rewind here from Shocker, and there we go. Finally able to take him down. But we lost some people, but that's how you do it. Hopefully you don't get bad RNG like I do. Alright, so next up is that Mercs for Money Old Man Logan team in room 4. Because of the Noir being in there, it's openly susceptible to having a lizard with Cabal. And when you have that, it's pretty much over, right? So let's go take a look here. Now, the only problem with Lizard in this room is he can't ult, but still got a crit on his special. And he's able to get the taunt out there to protect the Cabal from getting damage. So Iron Patriot lays down his special. Take out that Sasquatch. Now it's all in on Old Man Logan. Namor with the special right on Logan. Kills him right away with the assists. And then we go into Nightcrawler before he can do any more funky stuff. I did decide to blow the evade and get the kill on Noir. Nightcrawler falls over to Bleeds. And there you have it. Just like always, Cabal does great. Alright, so room 5, everybody had the Xtreme Bishop team. So I liked using SD CGR on this one. So let's show you how it's done. Alright, so obviously our hard light's going to take off that taunt off of Bishop. We're able to rewind the Rogue. Now you stun the Rogue so that she doesn't do the pre-taunt, or the reflexive taunt rather. We did kill the Bishop, which is unfortunate, but luckily SD has tools in their kit to overcome that. We go ahead and blind the clump over here. Stop that Gambit from giving out more damage. The CGR, his special, would usually stun the Rogue. I just decided to go for it anyway because it does flip buffs as well. Thought that Forge would bleed out, but he didn't. But now he will because of Ghost Rider Striker Robbie. Or not. I thought he did. A little bit too early, I guess. There we go. Black Cat stealing everything and dropping Forge. Just gotta finish off Gambit and Rogue now. Easy task. Put up the taunt again with Miss Marvel. And drop the ult with Photon. Gambit falls over. There you go. It basically all comes down to controlling the Forge and the Rogue. And then if you do that, then it's just super easy. Alright, so this was everybody's room 6 this week. And this is what I used. Now, I got super close to beating this. I didn't one-shot it, but I was okay with not a one-shot because of how turtly my defense was. So, dropping an attack here was okay. I was just more concerned about getting rid of the scroll and maybe the gore if I can. So, let's go see how that plays out. Alright, so we have to special into Gladiator. Give Apoc that speed. Then Apoc ults. We clear that taunt, we flip the immunity into Disrupt, almost kill the scroll, so close. That's why I like to use this room in room 2, so that scroll goes first. Or scroll ults turn 1, sorry. Gore's picking on me, Silver Surfer's picking on me. It's pretty much over from here on. But I wanted to make sure I killed the Gore if I could, like I said. Try and get some extra damage elsewhere. There we go, got the Gore. And this makes for a pretty easy cleanup afterwards. So to clean this up, I had Quicksilver, Morgan, Weaver, Omega Red, Nova, so it was super easy to clean it up. So, and hey, I got the win. So there you have it. There's my top 5 matches, I guess, for this week. Just basically countering the same damn defense all 3 rounds. That was super disappointing, like I said in the beginning, and I hope it's a little bit different for this next week. We've only got 1 week left in the season, so I'm hoping I see some different defenses this coming week, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same. People tend to get lazy towards the end of the season, so that's what I think happened here. But anyway, hope you found that helpful, and make sure you spend those resources wisely, and we will see you around in the next one.